Nolan Stolz here, the composer of the Route 66 suite. Behind me is Route 66. It turns down there. That's Adams Street, also known as Sir Joe Schulte Place. He was one of the conductors of the Chicago Symphony, one of my favorite orchestras, and he's one of my favorite conductors. This afternoon, I'm going to hear the Chicago Symphony perform Mahler's Sixth Symphony. Now, Gustav Mahler is one of my very favorite composers, my first favorite composer actually, and of all of his symphonies, number 6 might be my favorite. It's certainly up there. So I'm really excited. I just finished my third eastbound trek from Los Angeles to Chicago. Gonna see the CSO. Look at that. Even Maestro von Zweden is throwing up 3 fingers to congratulate me on my trip. Turn around and head westbound. And this is where the Chicago Symphony Orchestra plays. This is Michigan Avenue. That was Route 66. And behind there, that's Jackson Street. So that was the original Route 66. And then they moved the westbound to come up Jackson, turn on Michigan, and then turn on Adams right there. So we are right on Route 66. This is too perfect for the suite. Now, normally I would pose my car in front of the concert hall, but in Michigan Ave it's not really possible. So instead, I'll share my parking spot, which has a quite Wagnerian label for the parking area. As I travel Route 66 to get inspiration for the Route 66 suite, one of the things I do is take video and make audio recordings in order to capture the sound of the city. I will then reflect that in the music. So these posters and banners that you see for the Chicago Symphony are perfect for what I'm doing, the sound of our city. As one enters the lobby, you see this nice bust of Fritz Reiner, who is the music director 60 plus years ago, of course then during the Route 66 era. Even if there wasn't a CSO concert today, or any concert at all, I would still be excited to be inside the theater because I'd be getting inspiration for the final movement of the suite, The Show Will Go On, which is all about old theaters on or near Route 66. So this plays into it perfectly. But, I'm here for Mahler 6. I'm here to see the Chicago Symphony, so I'm very excited. I love many aspects of this work, and in fact, I even recorded a version of the exposition of the first movement for my solo album, the Nolan Stolz Rock Orchestra. But one aspect that I particularly enjoy is Mahler's use of percussion, such as the untuned bells and the cowbells. But his Sixth Symphony is perhaps best known for the giant hammer. I was probably most excited to hear and see this played. What surprised me the most about this performance is when 4 percussionists each played a pair of crash cymbals. There is a passage where Mahler calls for several cymbals, but I did not expect 4 percussionists to play them all at once. I'm very curious to know if that was a request by Van Zweden, or a suggestion from the percussion section, or if this is a less common tradition, or what. So, if I end up putting simultaneous crash cymbals in the Route 66 suite, this is where I got the idea from. Thanks for watching this video. If you're interested to see more about what is inspiring the music of the Route 66 suite, subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/Route66suite.